Remember Adam said that we need a jingle. Howdy everybody and welcome to the Praise the Pickle podcast retrospect episode. Yeah. So this is our retrospect weekly episode where we talk about video games, what we've been playing for the week, our first impressions, our reviews, everything we love, hate and find incredibly mediocre about them. I am your host, Mr. Benjamin Watts. I am joined by Mr. Daniel Watts. Sorry, what? Have you learned a new language?
That was so Kevin can't copy my intro. Go on, Kevin. Have a whack at that.
And I'm also
my
joined
intro
by Mr. Kevin Hart.
Oh wait, I'm laughing too much.
Wasn't bad.
Fair.
Was
I need to try something else.
a pretty good attempt. I'll give you that.
I knew he was gonna do something a bit weird, and when he came out with that, I was like, I know why he's done that.
Yeah. So if you haven't heard our last few episodes, Kevin always copies exactly what Dan says when he says hello. So Dan tried to throw him off by doing that. Anyway, let's just crack on with the games we've been playing. Kevin has played 13 games this week apparently because he's an absolute mad lad. So Kevin, what have you played that we haven't played? Go.
I'll start off with the Pedestrian.
Yes. Did you buy? You played the demo, didn't you?
I played the demo, yeah. I haven't bought the game yet.
Okay.
I probably should, considering it is a phenomenal game.
Hey.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
What's good?
The game
about
runs. What's good about it? It's
What is it first? I don't even know. I know it's like a puzzle game, but
it is a puzzle game, and you basically, once you complete a puzzle, you almost traverse along like a warehouse or a street, or depending on where you are. So you'll go through like the end of the door, and if it's going right, the camera will pan right, and then it'll like take you through like a little area or something, like past some cars, and it'll get you to another puzzle, and then you come out the door, and then depending on the puzzle, some of them you have say 4 or 5 tiles, and you have to move the tiles in different order, and you have to connect the doors.
okay.
And then it has different things, like you have to go and get a key before you can unlock a door to go through that door.
So it's like a 2D puzzle game set in a 3D world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 3D world, you go like traverse through the 3D world by completing the 2D world puzzles.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
And it's the reason I like it, and I think it's really clever, is because not only do you have to figure out the way to get through the final door, but you have to do that by moving the tiles itself. But you have to move them in a way that when you try and match the doors up, that it can't be at too weird of an angle to match the doors up. So it hinders you in that way, and it's really difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Just how. Yeah.
I'm so lost. I have no idea what you're describing.
Say if you had 4 tiles.
Yeah.
All in like a square.
Mm-hmm.
And they each had a door on the edge of the tile. And in order to go, when you go through one door, you obviously have to come out of another door, and you need to connect it up.
Pretty sure that's how.
So you have like a you have like you'll connect it through like say like a piece of string. It will connect one door to another.
Okay.
So if you want, you can connect one door that's like say the top right square and the bottom left square. The doors need to connect. You can connect both of them two up with like a piece of string essentially from one door to another door.
Okay.
I don't really know how to explain it other than the piece of string, or like a tunnel, or a portal, or almost like a portal almost.
Yes.
And I mean, the game runs really smoothly. and it's just a game that I think if anyone likes puzzle games, this is well up your street. It's very simple. It's nice. It makes you go, oh, that's how you do it, or you get that eureka
to a
moment.
good puzzle game, isn't it?
Yeah, you go, oh, now I know. And I don't. Part of me thinks there's not always one way to complete it. I feel like there's 2 ways to complete it, or
that's quite cool.
Multiple different ways. Which I'm not too sure because obviously once I've completed it. But I sometimes I think, was that the way to do it, or is there like a much simpler way of doing it? But either way, it's good. It's really, really good.
Good.
Next up, which I did on Monday, is I streamed Blood Roots. The game is just not good.
you just actively dislike it now, do you?
Yeah, I just don't like it. It's got no grip. It's got nothing to keep you going, keep you wanting to play the game. And if anything, it feels like a chore playing the game.
That's interesting. It's I've heard like, I mean, but what keeps you wanting to play Hotline Miami? You love that.
The levels are short.
Yeah.
In general, it's more of a planning out your routes is much more important in Hotline Miami. I feel when you go into a room, you have to really plan out your routes. In this game, it's just about whatever you've got available to you, and it's not. I don't have to explain this properly. Sometimes I don't feel like it's my fault as to the reason why I've died.
Okay.
In Hotline Miami, it's either I missed a shot, which is my fault, or I just haven't played the map right. In this game, when you die, I feel like none of it's you doing anything stupid. It's just the game not registering what you've done. I feel like there's the amount of times I'll swing at someone, and I'll be inside of them, and it just won't hit them.
Okay, so it's more like just mechanical issues that is the reason it's not good.
Yeah, potentially. But then again, there's nothing. Again, like I said, there's nothing that grips you. There's nothing that makes you wanna. I mean, the storyline itself is awful.
Yeah, but so is Hotline Miami. Doesn't.
Yeah.
Like
it is.
If you see what I mean, like it's weird if someone's saying that they really like Hotline Miami, but they don't like Blood Roots because there's nothing to keep you engrossed. They're kind of the same thing in reality, just level after level of trying to do something where you die in one hit. You know, like.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. One thing as well is, I'd say it's kind of a similar situation to what you talk about in Doom, Ben. This is your perspective of it. Is that the in-between times when you have to do the parkour, that you just don't find, you find it doesn't add anything to the game, if anything it hinders it. In this game, there's parkour that it's just not needed, and it's a pain, especially when you might parkour and the game will just slip you off the edge, or you'll die to some stupid way because the parkour's in the game that's just not needed, and it's, I don't know. It's just I just didn't enjoy the game. Maybe it's just I don't know, something.
I'll try.
I thought after
If you're still in a mood for that sort of game, then try Katana Zero, because
I did think about it.
That's a beautiful one.
Surge 2, got that one up next.
Yeah. What did you think? This is
the new one on Xbox Game Pass. So the game itself, I think, as if anyone knows much about it, is meant to be very similar to Dark Souls.
Yes.
That you have resetting enemies, you have to get your campfires. It's very tactical in terms of how you play the game, but it's just a more futuristic version. And I played this game, and then there was something wasn't quite gripping me with it until I was told about it was meant to be quite Dark Souls-y. So I thought, okay, maybe I'll take it a bit slower, give it a bit more of a go. So I re-downloaded it, carried on from where I was anyway, and it's just still crap. It's just a bit naff, is what I'd call it. One of the things that I this is what I've wrote down anyway. you can feel that the Dark Souls way about it, but it's just not. It's just another game that tries to match the quality of a game like Dark Souls. It's not really clear how you play the game, which I guess is Dark Souls-y. Is you kind of do get jumped into the deep end of it a lot. But I don't think this game needs that. I think this game needs a tutorial of some sort.
Alfie. Sorry, one sec. The cat's
I can
jumped
hear
in my
him
lap and
purring.
he's purring right at the mic. Okay, so, but then, why does it need a tutorial?
Because there's a lot of different buttons and things that are part of the game that you just wouldn't realise that is in it. For example, one thing the game doesn't have is it's not compatible for controller at all. And I'll tell you for why.
For why? I'll tell you for why. What sort of sentence is that? Right, go on. Yeah.
You can do a sneak attack. So you can walk up behind someone, and then when you press RB, you'll attack them from behind and do extra damage.
Yeah.
There is no walk button on the controller, but there's a walk button on your keyboard.
Oh.
And you know why I know that? Because it says specifically on the instruction, that pops up on like the truck. It says press Q to walk, and then press RB to assassinate.
Yeah.
And I was like, surely that's not right. Surely I have to map the walk button. Can't map the walk button, no, because as soon as you go on the Xbox controllers, the walk thing is not there. So it's just that part of it just pissed me off as well, because the amount of times I was trying to kill this one guy.
Yeah. So,
and
I mean, I've heard it's quite good though, like, because the Surge 1 had a lot of issues and people didn't really like it, and apparently Surge 2 like fixed pretty much all of those issues, and it's actually half decent. But I mean, again, the issue is that you're going from playing Dark Souls 3, which is arguably the best Souls game out there, to playing one which is a bit half baked, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is very half baked. It's I mean, the combat's crap.
Why is it crap?
Because I mean, I at first I was using these like really quick weapons, and it turns out that I didn't realise you could pick up like bigger weapons. I started using them, and you just kind of just start swinging your arm around. Just swing it around until they go from like full health to nothing, and then it also has a defense system where you have to I think you hold LB and or it's almost like a block, and then when they attack you, you have to flick your stick in the right direction in order to counter it.
So that sounds pretty cool to me.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it is a good. It was a nice change to find that, because there was a boss quite near the beginning that you had to fight, and I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to kill this thing. It does so much damage in one attack, and I do barely any damage until I find out as soon as you deflect them, it you can counter it and do a ton of damage to them, which I thought I was like, oh, that's a cool bit part of it, but. Again, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh about it or something. I couldn't get into it at all. I don't know why. I mean, maybe one of you guys could give it a go.
I'm the issue. My main issue is that I barely have enough space in my soul to handle a Souls game. I struggled with Dark Souls 3, and the other main issue is that Neo 2 is out at the minute, and I probably want to play that over Surge. Yeah. I can't play 2 at the same time. I'll go insane.
Yeah, but that's one thing as well, is that in Dark Souls, when you get stuck on a part, you get that real urge to want to beat it and get past it, in my opinion anyway. In this game, as soon as you get stuck in it, you just think, oh, what's the freaking point?
I feel like we're talking about your personal experience more than anything here.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is my personal experience. It's my personal part of it all. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you guys give it a go, but something for me just didn't.
Yeah, fair enough. It didn't click.
Nope. Next game, I'm going to talk about another good game. Bridge Constructor Portal.
Oh god, yeah.
This game was well fun, man.
What?
When I was playing it,
You
yeah.
played like 2 bridge games this week, didn't you? You mentioned another one as well.
Oh, there was another one that I think it was the game I initially wanted to get, but I couldn't remember what it was called. I think it was like called like Polymorph Bridge or something.
Yeah.
But then I saw this one, I was like, ooh, give it a go. Yeah, it's really good. It's just all you have to do, for anyone that doesn't know, is you have to build bridges in order to get from one end of the get your like 6 cars from one side of the map to the other side of the map, and in its way there's like portals, there's sentry guns, things to stop you. Like,
has it got that sort of architect thing that most bridge things have, where you need to build it to a sufficient, you need to build a bridge so that it works, otherwise it will just collapse when a car gets on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
that's
you have to use like triangles and stuff to get the right.
Yeah. I think that's always the bit that's enticed me with like bridge building games. It's just the physics stuff with it's quite cool.
Yeah, it is really, really good. My only thing that I don't like too much is that there's no money limit. So you can just build as much as you want in order to get everything to fit and work. That it kind of takes away from the challenge.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I found unless like the challenge is to beat your score that you got and use less money, but you don't want to be beating yourself. You want to beat the game almost.
Have you completed the game?
I haven't completed the game. Yeah, no.
Because maybe the difficulty lies in how hard it's going to be to build a bridge around all the obstacles, sort of thing, and not necessarily on limits.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, when I kind of realised that there was a money system in it, and I thought to myself, oh, that's a bit of a. I didn't realise there was that, and I thought to myself, well, how much money can I go up to? And I go up to as much as I want. I thought, well, I can just keep building and building and building until I get what I want, basically.
Yeah. Maybe.
But either way, it was a brilliant game. Again, if anyone wants another puzzle game, another brilliant one to play. It's light-hearted and fun.
I do. I admit, I haven't played. I've never played a bridge building game, but I know they're quite popular. I know. So. What else you got for us?
Inside, which I guess we spoke of quite a lot in an earlier episode.
Yes. What do you think of Inside?
Absolutely amazing.
It's so good, isn't it?
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm playing this with my sister during my my lunch hour I have from stopping from work, and yeah, we're taking turns, but it's such like some of the little concepts of it, like whenever you put your head inside of the little machines, the brain controlling, it's such a cool idea.
Yeah, there's some seriously
really
good puzzle mechanics in it, man. But like they all fit the atmosphere as well, which I think
does.
Yeah.
You can see why I was trying to get Ben to play this for months.
Yeah. It was such a banger, man. It's so scary as well. It's like
it is.
It's like the perfect game for me, 100%, because I love horror games and I love puzzle games. So it's like a horror puzzle, just masterpiece, man. It's such a good game.
It makes you so scared as well when you're just walking along and there's just nothing around you.
Yeah.
And there's like a big open space and you think, okay, something's coming. And then out of nowhere, these dogs just start chasing you.
Yeah. But it's the fact that there's like no music as well. It's all just very somber, the atmosphere.
You can hear his like feet click and clacking on the floor. And there's, I mean, it's disgusting as well. Some of the stuff. I mean, as soon as dogs kill you. Oh, okay. But as soon as dogs kill you and they start like biting your neck and
it's proper violent, isn't it? Yeah.
and when you're pulling the pig's freaking that maggot out of the pig's bum, it's like, oh, really? Like, does it need this?
Yeah.
But it does, because it adds to what the game is, the atmosphere. And I think my favourite bit so far is when you have to stand in line.
Yeah.
With the other ones, and you got to do everything with them.
And you're sort of doing that half-hearted march with them, like.
Yeah. And then like you have to stop it when they stop, and then like you panic and you think you've walked too far, and you turn around and it just zaps you, and it's like, oh. Yeah. That game's brilliant as well.
I still need to play Limbo. I've never played Limbo.
Haven't you?
No.
That was good. What next? Hollow Knight I started playing again, and the only thing I'd say about this, because I spoke about it before, is that I think I like it a lot more now that I've played Ori. I think I have a bit more respect for this type of game.
Yeah.
If I was to say for anyone to play this type of game, I'd say go for Ori first to get a.
Yeah. It's like Hollow Knight is like a hardcore Metroidvania in comparison to like Ori's like an entry level Metroidvania, if that makes sense. Like
okay, yeah.
If you haven't played Metroidvanias before, Ori's a good one to get into first. But Hollow Knight is like more like a, if you're an avid Metroidvania fan, you'll love it sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I find the game a lot easier now because I know what's kind of going on and how it all works. That you have to do one bit to complete the next bit. You have to do another bit to get to this bit, and it's But I do kind of get a bit more now by what you were saying, Ben, with the newest Ori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it does steal a lot of little bits from it.
Yeah, just a few. Yeah. It's kind of a bit of a slap in the face. And did you see that the developer, the lead developer, did a Twitter post responding to everyone saying that they've stolen ideas from Hollow Knight?
No.
So he did. Oh man, it's so hard to look at because all he had to do was be like, "Yes, we were inspired by Hollow Knight because it's amazing," you know. But instead, he basically went, "No, I don't even like Hollow Knight, so why would I steal ideas from it?"
Oh,
and it's so, mate, come on, like, regardless of whether you personally didn't steal it, your massive team of people definitely did. So you need to just own up to it and just be like, yeah, fine, we stole ideas, not even stole, we just took inspiration from it because they're all.
How can why does the people behind this game, this such epic game, just be humble with your.
I know.
Just accept your the ideas and. That your game was as good as it was because of another game.
Yeah. I don't know, but it was a hard Twitter post to read for sure. It was I just the whole idea of I didn't even like Hollow Knight, so why would I do it? Oh, shut up, mate! Come on, like you don't even people are saying you've stolen ideas from Hollow Knight, and their response is just to shit on that other developer. It's like, wait, what? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, it's just a horrible way of responding, in my opinion. Maybe lose a lot of respect for them, but oh well.
Maybe. I think I'll. Although I know I'm not too far into this game just yet, but I can still tell that I'm gonna prefer Ori to Hollow Knight.
I mean, Hollow Knight's quite old now. You have to remember, like you've played the newest, most up to date version of this type of game, and you're going back now. So, but in my opinion, Ori was like astoundingly good, but Hollow Knight is still better in my opinion.
Maybe for that genre, I'd say it's probably better.
Yeah. Not even just for that though. It's such a beautiful like.
I don't know what the story is in the game, by the way. I have no clue.
Yeah, you pick it up as you go. You know you're a bug. Yeah, you're in like Bug's life.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
So the whole world is like an underground like kingdom of bugs, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool, man. Like it's so good. And have you got to the City of Tears yet?
No.
No. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you've got like there's some. It's the fact that using such like a muted color palette, it makes everything so beautiful. Is just insane.
It's done very, very well.
Yeah, very well.
I just might bit off top, like with part of the gameplay. You know, there's those little I think tunnels that take you from one place to another place. There's like a guy with like a saddle on his back, and he's like, "Oh, I haven't heard this bell ring for years."
Yeah.
Do you have to ride on him to get somewhere?
What do you mean?
As in, like
it's fast travel. That's like returning to places.
Okay, yeah. Because I've only found one of them yet so far, so I'm guessing I can't jump on him just yet.
No. So yeah, once you'll find more all over, and you use them to fast travel about. Basically.
I thought that was the case, and then I thought to myself, well, maybe that's like the way to get to the boss or something.
Nah.
I feel like I'm ready for a boss now.
No, when you go to a new place, you'll find a new place to ring the bell, basically, and then that sets up that waypoint. It's like a waypoint system, yeah.
I think the only other one I've played this week is Overcooked.
Yeah.
Again, I played with my sister yesterday. That game is epic.
I've never heard
What
someone
a
describe
game.
Overcooked as epic, but yeah.
It's so brilliant. As
It's
infuriating as it can be at times, but just my only infuriating, that word?
That is not a
Made
word.
up another word. Is the fact that sometimes when you press A to pick something up, it doesn't do it straight away. So you press A again for it to do it, and it picks it up and puts it down, and you're just like, why? But
Yeah,
it's just
minor
I don't know
issues,
whether
aren't it? Minor gripes.
yeah, moderate. Yeah, but overall, this game, yeah, I say to anyone ever in the world, play this game. Even if you don't like games that much, you'll love this. If you like phone games and puzzle games on phones and stuff, you'll love this game as well.
This is a really good couple game as well. Like,
Yeah.
Me and Charlotte played this quite a bit. It gets so hard as well. I think that's the good thing about it, is that it's not just like easy puzzles by any means. It gets insanely difficult. Like there's one later on where there's like, I think you're in a boat or something, but it's got two platforms. I don't know, it's like two lorries driving down a motorway, and your stuff is split between two lorries, and then they keep driving apart, so you can only cross between the lorries at certain times. So like you'll end up at both on the top.
Yeah, no, I
one,
played
like,
that one. Yeah, I played that one.
It's so
yeah.
hard, man. It drove me mental.
Yeah, me and my sister are only going to the next level if we get 3 stars.
Oh yeah, me and Charlotte did that for a bit until we just could not do that anymore.
That probably happen.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all the games I've played. I guess the next one that I guess me and Ben have played is Blazing Chrome.
Yeah, do you want me to go through the ones I've played?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm the host. That's what I'm doing, mate.
Yeah,
So
sorry
do you.
about
Yeah, so I have played. What have I played? A game called Legend of Keepers: Career of a Dungeon Master. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last week. By Goblin Studio, the people that made the Iris and the Giant game I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's basically a reverse Darkest Dungeon. So it's got a lot of similarities in the sense that in Darkest Dungeon, when you're attacking, you've got health bars and sanity bars and things like that. And in this one, the people that are attacking have the same sort of assets. But essentially what happens is you're going through. You own a few dungeons, and you go in, and they basically hire you to lead the dungeon. So you have to it's got quite like sort of dark humour to it. Not even dark, just humour, really, like silliness to it. Where you're just like, yeah, you now need to stop all these adventurers coming in to try and steal your gold, sort of thing. It's like, okay, and then you go through week by week, and on the main portion of the game is set in the turn-based combat dungeon setup bit, basically. So adventurers will be attacking. So you get to week 1, adventurers are attacking. So you go into this bit, and you have to set up each room of your dungeon to try and stop these adventurers from getting to your gold at the end. And you set them up. So certain rooms you set up monsters to fight them with, so have turn-based combat with. So other ones you have traps, other ones you have spells, other ones whatever. And it gets more and more complicated as you go on. So you start off with like 2 rooms with monsters in, and 1 trap room, and then the boss room. And then later on you might get 3 monster rooms, 2 trap rooms, 2 spell rooms, and whatever. And basically when the adventurers attack, you can see what their stats are, and you have to set up your dungeon accordingly. So all of your attacks so they got 3 adventurers coming in, front, middle and back, and then you've got 3 monsters set up, front, middle and back. And you have to set up your monsters to try and counter theirs. So if they've got someone at the back that's weak to ice, then you need to set up, and I don't know, say he's the strongest one and he's going to do the most damage to your thing. You want to take him out first. So you need to set up an ice monster that has an ice attack that can attack the back of their group. This is so confusing. But you need to set him up.
Sense.
Yeah, you need to set him up in your party of 3. But you also need to look at their attacks to see where they're going to attack. Because if they all have middle attacks, you don't want to set up your ice one in the middle, because then that's going to stop you from being able to use your ice attack on the back one. So you need to set them up in a position that the enemy has less types of attacks for and stuff like that. And it's really good. It's really good. It
sounds really good. It's such a nice twist on being the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and And then in between all of that, so those are like the actual dungeons, and you do those, and when you beat them, you get loot and shit. And then outside of that, it basically goes on through weeks of the year, so 1 week at a time, and each week something happens. So either the adventurers attack and you have to